So hi, my name's Laura and I'm just going to teach a fairly short sequence to get the body moving, kind of all body sequence, a bit of a focus on the shoulders. So come onto your mat, let's start sitting cross-legged, closing the eyes. And just beginning to breathe in and out the nose. And to use the breath to draw your attention inward. And begin to focus, ready for your yoga practice. Just notice how you're feeling. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Soften the shoulders. And quiet the mind. We're going to start breathing and moving straight away. So take your hands onto the shoulders. Bring your elbows together. And as you inhale, drawing big circles with the elbows. Exhale, take them down the back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down the back. One more this way. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring the elbows back to the front. Let's reverse. So inhaling. And exhale. Another inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhaling and exhale, and then release any little shoulder strokes you need. Let's come into our tabletop position and keeping the rhythm of breath, we're going to roll through a few cat stretches. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, press the shins into the mat. Inhale to drop the belly and look forward, and exhale round the spine. Scoop the pelvis under, and inhale coming forward, and exhale rounding. So really just notice space between the shoulder blades. You can kind of move forward and back at a nice even pace, or if there's anywhere that feels particularly good, maybe the top of cat, just stay. Stretch it out a little more, you could sway the hips. Just one more in each direction. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And then let's come to a flat tabletop position. You're going to inhale your right arm up, stretch it open, and on the exhale, thread the right hand under the left, come down onto the shoulder, and reach the left arm up to the ceiling, take it behind your back. So we're twisting the spine, but also getting a bit of a shoulder stretch here. Keep the breath going. And then bring the left hand back, use it to push you back up to the center, and we'll take that twist the other way. So inhale, reaching the left fingertips up, and exhale, threading the left hand under, come onto the shoulder. Right arm up to the ceiling and goes behind the back. Breathing deeply. And then bring the right arm back, use it to push you back up to the center. And then from your tabletop, take your knees a little wider on the mat and the feet together. And we're going to walk the hands over to the right. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, sink your hips back and reach through the left fingertips. So you're getting a lovely side stretch through the left hand side. Inhale to reach the fingers, exhale, sink that left hip. And then push into the hands, inhale to come up, walking the hands the other way, over to the left, taking an inhale, and exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, reach the right fingers. Exhale, sink the right hip back. And then push into the hands, coming back through to the center. And you're going to tuck your toes. Inhale, slightly tip the pelvis forward. Exhale, let's lift the hips high in our downward dog. And downward dog, just move in any way that feels good to wake up the body. Maybe pedal the heels. I like to take the heels left and right, open up the sides of the body, might roll over the wrists and then roll back. And keep space around the neck and shoulders, so just make sure the head and neck is soft, fingertips spread. And then looking up to the hands, we're going to walk the feet up to the top of the mat. And we're going to fold down in our ragdoll pose, so knees really soft, knees bent, folding down. And you can just hold opposite elbows, swing forward and back, left and right, and nod the head, shake the head, and then releasing the elbows. Inhale, curling up to standing, and just give the shoulders a little roll when you come up. Come into our mountain pose. So spreading the big toes, grounding down through the feet, lengthening up through the crown of the head, belly in. And let's open the palms forward so we get a nice lift of the chest and softening of the shoulders. We're going to go into a lunging sun salute, nice and slow. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as you fold and dive. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway and really draw those shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, plant the hands, step your right foot to the back of the mat, drop down onto the knee. You're going to inhale, reach up through the fingers, so nice long sides. And then exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale to sink the hips. Hands release to the mat. Inhale as you step back to your plank. Exhale, let's drop knees, chest and chin onto the mat. Inhale, scoop through to your cobra, baby cobra, and roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take the elbows back, press the tops of the legs into the mat, and then exhaling, downward dog. Let's take a deep inhale and an exhale. Another inhale and exhale. And then looking up to your hands, inhale as you step the right foot up between the hands. Go and reach up through the fingers. Exhaling, hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers, inhale as you open the chest. Exhale, see if you can sink the hips. Hands release to the mat. Inhale, tuck the back toe, step up to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, push into the feet, reach the arms up. And exhale, drawing the hands down. Going again, left side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, lift and lengthen the front of the body, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot to the back of the mat, drop onto the knee. Inhale, reaching through the fingers. Exhaling, hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale as you draw the hands down to the ground. Exhale, sink the hips. Hands to the mat. Inhale, step back to your plank. Make sure you find this position before you exhale, drop knees, chest and chin onto the mat. Inhale, roll through, baby cobra. And exhaling, downward dog. Take a deep inhale and an exhale, particularly noting neck and shoulders. Inhaling and exhale. And looking up to hands. Inhale, step that left foot up between the hands, drop onto the back knee, reach up through the fingers. Exhaling, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, sink the hips. Hands to the mat, tuck the back toe. Inhale, stepping up to the top of the mat. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, push into the feet, reach the arms up. And exhale, drawing the hands down. Just take a moment in your mountain pose. Inhaling and exhale, soften the shoulders. And then let's inhale, sit back into our chair pose. Arms up round by the ears. Exhale, fold and dive. Inhale, lift and lengthen. On the exhale, your choice. So you could step, walk, or lightly jump feet to the back of the mat. And then come down, knees, chest, chin, or a low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Really let the heart come through, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, downward dog. From downward dog, let's inhale the right leg up in the air behind us, three-legged dog, toes point down. And exhale, step that right foot up between the hands. We're going to ground the back foot down and inhale straight to our warrior two. Bit out of breath trying to talk through this as I practice. So getting the feet right, heel in line with arch of the back foot, front knee over the ankle, pelvis slightly tucked. And again, just noting these shoulders nice and soft. Inhaling, exhale to sink. And then turning the right palm up, let's inhale into our reverse warrior for a breath. Nice long right side. Exhale, sink in the knee. And then inhale, straighten the front leg. And exhale, take your right palm between your shoulder blades. Take your gaze backwards. And you're going to swing your left arm back. See if you can find your fingertips. So if you can't find your fingertips, just grab hold of your top. And I really want you to think of rolling this left shoulder back, so you're keeping the gaze back. We're going to take an inhale. And on the exhale, sink back into that front knee. So warrior two legs with our Gomukhasana arms, left shoulder rolling back, right knee opening. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale as you release the arms, gaze goes forward. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. And on the exhale, let's come into our triangle pose. So soften the shoulders here again. Lengthen through that right hand side. And then I want you to turn your left palm back and drop that top arm behind your back. So use this to really open the top ribs up to the ceiling. So we're not staying long here, we're using triangle to transition. We're going to bend into that front knee, hop the back leg in a bit shorter, and just for fun, bit of energy, let's see if we can go for our full moon. So you can keep that left arm behind the back, using it to keep that top hip stacked over the right, or maybe reach the left fingertips up. And if you're feeling you've got a bit more, you can maybe even bend the top leg, wobbling away. See if you can grab hold of the ankle, come into your sugar cane pose. Yeah, nice. And then with control, it's the challenge, back into our warrior two. Inhaling, exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, step back to your plank. And exhale, lower down, your choice. Knees, chest, chin, low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And let's exhale, downward dog. Taking a deep inhale and an exhale. And then inhaling the left leg up in the air behind us. Exhale, stepping that left foot up between the hands. So we're going to ground the back foot down. Inhale into our warrior two. And again, always just taking a moment. Make sure the feet, the base of support is right. Shoulders soft. Sink into that front knee. And then turn the left palm up. Inhale into your reverse warrior. Nice long side. Sink into the knee. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, left palm comes between shoulder blades. Take your gaze back and see if the right fingertips can find the left. If it can't, just holding onto your top. Take the gaze back over that right shoulder. Inhale And then exhale, sink back into the front knee. So this right shoulder is rolling back and the left knee opening. Inhale, exhale to sink. And then let's inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, releasing the arms forward. Inhale, lengthen through the left hand side. And exhaling, triangle. So you want your triangle to feel like it's got lots of space. Pull that left hip back, lengthen the left side, but also lengthen through the neck and soften the shoulders. And then right palm turns back, and we're taking that arm behind our back, finding the top of the thigh, rolling the top ribs open. And then gaze down to the floor, little hop in, softening the front leg, and half moon. So maybe keeping the arm behind the back, or maybe releasing it up, and maybe feeling wobbly this side, catching hold of the ankle, sugarcane pose, and then back. Warrior two. Inhale, exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale back to your plank, and exhaling through your vinyasa. Inhaling forward, and exhaling back. Nice. Taking a breath in your downward dog. And then let's inhale the right leg up in the air behind us. Exhale, step that right foot up between the hands. Ground down onto the back knee. And inhaling, hands up to prayer. So we're going to inhale, open the chest. And on the exhale, twisting to our right, hook the left elbow outside of the knee. Inhale, push the elbow into the knee to twist. Lift your hands towards your heart. And then either stay on the knee or straighten that back leg. Inhale as we lengthen. Exhale as we twist. Inhaling and exhale. Another breath, inhale. Exhale and then release, hands to the mat and downward dog. Breath in your downward dog. And then inhaling the left leg up in the air behind you. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands. Drop onto the back knee. Inhale, hands to prayer. Stay for a breath. And then another inhale. And exhale, twisting to your left. So inhale as you lift up. Try and bring your hands towards your heart. And then your choice, exhaling, pushing through that back heel, straightening the back leg. Going to inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. And then releasing, hands. Step back, downward dog. And from your downward dog, let's look up to your hands. To your choice, you can step walk, lightly jump feet to the top of the mat. Inhaling to lift, exhale to fold. Inhale, sit back into your chair pose. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Just close the eyes for a moment. Enjoy some stillness between the movements. And then opening our eyes. So, going to keep our hands in prayer. And put your weight into your right foot. Let's lift up our left. And we're going to send that left foot back with control. Try and take it as far back as you can before you lightly drop toes onto the mat. And then we're going to ground that back foot, come into our warrior one legs. So find your warrior one if it helps to bring the arms up. And then bring your elbows down. You're going to swing your left elbow under your right. So maybe backs of hands, maybe palms together. Inhale to lift the elbows up. Exhale to sink in the knee. Inhaling and exhale. And then either stay here, or if it's okay in your back, you can take your gaze up and just trace the fingertips backwards, either along the ceiling or the sky if you're practicing outside. And then coming forward again. Let's come back up onto the toe of the back foot. And we're going to pour the weight forward, lift our left leg up, and come into our eagle pose. So inhale, take the elbows up. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, sink the hips. And then from here, it's time for our eagle to flap its wings. So release out, give everything a good shake. And then we'll try that little sequence on the other side. So coming into your mountain pose. Softening the shoulders. And when you're ready, let's pick up the right leg. And with control again, sending it back to the back of the mat. Nice. Ground the back foot down. Let's come into our warrior one. So hips towards the front of the mat, strong back leg. And then elbows down, right elbow under left this time. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, sink into that front knee. Inhale and exhale. And then maybe staying here, or if your back's feeling strong, you can just come into a little back bend. So really keep the back leg strong here, and think of more lifting up than going back. Nice, and then looking forward again. A good shoulder stretch, lifting up the heel of the back foot. Weight comes forward, and we step that right leg over into eagle. So inhale, take the elbows up. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale, exhale to sit, and then flap wings time. So shake it all out. Nice to be a little bit loose between the poses. Take a big step out with left foot, or whichever way works, into ready for a wide leg forward fold. So insides of the feet parallel. Get to interlace your fingers behind the back. Stretch the hands down, open the chest. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, folding forward. Bring the arms overhead. And maybe keeping legs straight or softening the knees. Keep the weight even in the feet, balls of the feet, heels of the feet. Breathing deeply. See if the shoulders will open a little more. And then you can release the hands down to the floor. And we're just going to heel toe our feet a bit closer. So a bit wider than your hips, toes out. And we're going to sit back into our squat, our beloved squat. So elbows inside the knee, chest lifted. So heels can be lifted here if that's easier. We'll keep them down. And just always staying here for a few breaths. This can be your new rest position at home. Watching TV, hanging out in your squat. And then take hands forward and orientate yourself so you can come alive on your belly, on the mat. Just lying down on one side of the face, softening, and then forehead to the mat. Once again here, We're going to interlace the fingers and inhale, draw the hands down to the feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades, and if it's okay in the back, you can add the legs. So keep the legs squeezing, lifting, hands going down towards the feet. Inhaling and exhale. Add a smile. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift a little more, and exhale. Let's fold down. You can turn the head the other way. Rock your hips. And then we're going to just bend the knees. You either repeat locust, as we just done, or if you're feeling more open, we're going to go for bow. So these are really nice antidotes to sitting down too much. So bow, feet can be pointed. I quite like them flexed. On an inhale, lift up, kick the ankles into the hands. So we're opening front of the chest, shoulders, front of the body. Make sure the knees aren't too far out. Keep lifting up, breathing, inhaling and exhale. Inhale, lift a little more and exhale. Let's fold down. Let's turn the head one way. Rock the hips. And then let's take our hands just by our shoulders. And when you're ready, just kind of really slowly, because it's quite strong, I'm going to come back into child's pose. You might just need to kind of wiggle the hips a little bit on the way. Let's come into a nice rounded child's pose. So you need to, again, just put a bit more space into the back as you come down. Forehead to the mat. Arms by the side. And in your child's pose, just lots of space between the shoulders, lots of space in the lower back. And long deep breaths. And then let's inhale. Roll up to sitting and just slide onto our bottoms. So give the legs a little shake forward and then bring your legs into cross-legged position, but bring the shins a little bit more forward, so parallel towards the front of your mat, and trying to bring the feet, ankles under the knees. So it's a bit more of an open cross leg. Let's find that tip of the pelvis here. So we want the front of the body to be long. We're going to take a deep inhale. Bring the hands forward and exhale. Begin to fold. Inhaling and exhaling. So just make sure here you're not leading with the fingers. You're leading with the sternum. And using the exhales to soften down. Just come as far as feels good in your body. Again, good hip opening if you're sitting down lots. And then inhale, walking the fingertips back in. Let's give the legs a shake. Swapping across the legs. Left shin in front of the right. Opening the chest. Taking an inhale, feeling that tip of the pelvis, and exhale to fold. Another inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And just notice if this side is any different. Keeping your attention in the body. And then we're going to inhale, walk the fingertips back in. And hugging the knees, make sure you've got space on the back. You're going to roll onto your back. Keep the knees hugged in. hold one knee with each hand and do a few circles in each direction, just making sure the lower back feels good. And we're going to come up into a bridge pose. So fingertips where you can just touch the heels, insides of the feet parallel. When you're ready, inhaling, curling up through the spine. And again, same pattern we've been doing. Roll the shoulders underneath you if you can, interlace the fingers, opening the chest, pushing into the big toes, finding a nice even curve in the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale, and then let's exhale, come slowly down off the shoulders first of all. Nice flat lower back. You can just take the feet a bit away from the bottom. A little bit of windscreen wiping with the knees. And then just final pose for the last couple of minutes. So you can either just take your feet up to the ceiling and do a few rotations with the ankles, or if you have practiced this before, as it can be very strong in the neck and shoulders, we can come up into shoulder stand. So bridge is quite a nice prep for shoulder stand. You can bring the legs all the way over. Really shuffle those shoulders underneath your back, hands to the lower back, and then reaching the legs up into your shoulder stand. So lengthen up through the legs, maybe creeping fingers down the back. Just make sure this is okay in your neck. You can always pause the video if you need a little bit longer to come in and out of this pose. Let's do another breath. And then either come down slowly, walking the hands down the back. If you can bring the feet overhead, you can come through plough, maybe even through the ear pressure pose. And then let's come off the shoulders, roll slowly back onto our backs, and come back onto the mat. And if you did go up into shoulder stand, maybe fish, so hands under the bottom, squeeze the elbows together, open the chest, drink in a couple of nice long breaths in fish. And then you can come onto the back. Just bringing the knees up again. The last recline twist, so arms out to the side, taking it, keep your feet nice and wide as if you're going to do a bridge, taking an inhale and exhale, let's drop both knees over to the left. You can take your gaze over to the right, and if you want to, you could take your left ankle on top of the right knee. So it just works like a kind of counterweight to really let that right side release. Breathing there. And then taking that left foot off, inhale to the center, exhale, knees over to the right. You're going to take the right ankle on top of the left knee if it feels good. Nice slow breaths. And then feet back to the center, hugging the knees in, and it's Lion Shavasana. We're not going to stay here long. You can always pause the video and stay longer. So Feet nice and wide on the mat, just let the toes drop out, really let the hips go. Palms up, and particularly notice the shoulders, shuffle them down the mat. Long back of the neck, so tuck the chin in, enjoy a little double chin. Now take a deep inhale through the nose. Big sigh out through the mouth. Another deep inhale. And a big sigh. Just let everything go. And then pausing the video if you want to stay in Shavasana longer. Otherwise we're going to move fingers and toes, hands and feet. Reach arms overhead, bring the legs together, stretch through the body, slightly flatten the lower back into the mat. And then release. Draw the knees into the chest. Little rock on the spine. And take your right arm overhead, flip onto your right hand side. And make your way up to sitting. So, just coming into a cross-legged seat. Bring your hands together at your chest. Let's have a last moment where you close your eyes. Soften the shoulders away from your ears again. Just taking a moment to feel the benefits of your practice. And namaste.